What's going on, everybody? This is MK Electric. It is Wednesday, the 19th of June, 2019, just a couple of days before the Blackjack date given in the Telegraph, June 21, June 22. Thought I should put out an Operation Blackjack warning for the summer of 2019 because things are definitely popping off. If you're paying attention to anything going on in the world, you definitely see the word Iran. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I may be a little rusty, but let's get into it. This first slide here, of course, is a slide from Operation Blackjack showing that we attack Iran, Syria, and China after the multiple city, multiple country nuclear false flag goes down. I'll leave links to Operation Blackjack at the bottom. If you're not aware of it, that is the fictitious slideshow that ran in the Telegraph years ago, which specifically had one slide that, when translated, stated this is not simply entertainment. So, as I go through this video, keep this slide in mind. What do we got? Well, we got crisis in the Gulf. U.S. sends more troops amid tanker tension with Iran. We got these two new tankers that have been attacked. We got this, this 240p video that the government tells us, well, this is proof that the Iranians did this and whatnot. We're sending 1,000 more troops to the Middle East. Just the start of it. I'll leave a link to that. From the Sun. Of course, Iran accuses U.S. of lying about suspicious attack, American-linked oil tanker. There's a video here, too, if you want to watch the video that the government provided. This just screams false flag. We are looking for any excuse to get into Iran. But, in my opinion, the American people are not going to go to war with Iran without a big event. Remember PNAC, Project for New American Century? If you're not aware of that, just Google it, PNAC. Just before 9/11... they stated they need a new Pearl Harbor. Well, you guys already know all this stuff. I don't have to explain it, do I? Let's just keep rolling here. From NBC News, Trump's top intelligence and military advisors held unusual meeting at CIA on Iran. This happened, oh my God, May 9th, 2019. Here we are, coming up on the end of June, and all this tankers are being... Give me a break. This article just says false flag right in your face. Intelligence and military advisors held unusual meeting with CIA on Iran? Hello? Al CIA to much? Breitbart puts this out. Graham, all the war drums are beating all over the place. Graham to Trump. Make Iran feel pain. Hit a refinery. Sink their navy. This is very serious shit, people. This is very serious talk. You know, Donald Trump, when he first came into office, dropped the mother of all bombs. Now he's got people barking at him to obliterate Iran. RT puts this out. Now, Iran is doing their fair share of trash talk as well. This came out at the end of May. Iran's supreme leader promises young Iranians they will see the end of the U.S. See the U.S. and Israel crumble. Operation Blackjack. That's all I could say. Review it. Review it, because that's exactly what happens. PBS News Hour. Now, we never had a more perfect administration to blame for when this goes down. Nazi Pelosi questions Trump's fitness for office. Blah, 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 blah. He's not fit to be commander-in-chief. Put a link to that. Speaking of... I've never heard of a situation where the military and presidential advisors, just read the headline. Disturbing report, military keeping Trump in the dark on Russia because they're afraid he's going to go behind their back and talk to Russia. What world are we living in where we're afraid that our president... This just... I can't put a word to it. Let's see. Breitbart. Exclusive study. Over 10,000 illegal aliens in the U.S. from terror-sponsored countries. Oh, it's a lot more than that by now, trust me. We have the perfect people to blame for this attack. It's all going to be Al CIA, of course. But how about that wall? And don't give me this, well, Trump's done what he could on the wall. And no. As I predicted years ago, there will never be a wall because there has to be a North American Union. And the border's still wide open. People still coming across the border, no problem. All these people are here. The people that they're going to blame for this false flag, they're all in this country already. They've been here. Wide open border. President Trump lays out national 5G strategy. You know, last night I watched part of the Trump rally in Orlando. And it just amazes me, the Trump worship that goes on. And whole place is filled. And people are screaming, "Keep America great," and all this. People don't even... It's people are hypnotized. Remember when Obama was becoming president? Remember Inauguration Day? Yes, we can. People are crying, tears coming out of their face. It's the same shit. Just a new boss. Or who's supposed to be the boss. Thought of to be the boss. Same shit. The worship that goes on. This man, Donald Trump, does not have America's best interests at heart. He is not standing up to the New World Order. He's done nothing to drain the swamp. What about all these people he's going to drain the swamp and all this? Hillary Clinton just, roaming around. All the people involved and everything. The only people that have gone to jail are Trump's people. Drain the swamp, my ass. Here's just a few links to let you know Donald Trump is not on your side. President Trump lays out national 5G strategy. He's all for 5G. He wants America to be the leader in 5G, which is what will be used. Excuse me. I was always skeptical of the RFID chip implant in the satellite. There's no way they're going to do that with satellites. You don't have the transmitter power in a little chip. But you put a transmitter and a receiver on every light post in America, you have the perfect network for RFID tracking. Put a little chip in your hand. If you go 500 feet, there's another transmitter receiver. It won't take that much power at all. They're probably biopower. They figure out a way to use the human body heat to, whatever. The chips are already out there. You can look them up, RFID implantable chips. You got a pet? There's probably one in your pet. So the 5G, in my opinion, will be used for the grid work, for the implanted, I'll put a link to this. Hey, remember when Trump banned high-capacity magazines? No, not high. What was it? He'll probably ban those too. What was it? It was bump stocks. Trump banned bump stocks. Nobody said shit. Nobody. In fact, the only thing I heard from people was like, "Oh, that's okay. We don't need bump stocks anyway. You don't need a bump stock to rapidly fire a gun." Nobody's talking about the fact that they're chipping away at the Second Amendment. What was that? Because of the Vegas shooting or some shit? Now you got this thing. Where did it happen? In Virginia, or wherever this latest thing went down. Now that guy apparently was using a suppressor. Now Trump will seriously look at banning gun silencers. And there's going to be people that say, "Well, you don't need a silencer anyway. You're going to have special this and that." That's not the point. Little increments, people. Little increments. That's how it happens. They don't just outright ban AR-15s like they did, what was it, in New Zealand or whatever it was. Holy shit, was that bizarre. But not surprising. Chipping away at the Second Amendment. His whole campaign, he was talking about, we're going to protect your Second Amendment, we're going to keep your Second Amendment. Let me tell you something. It is not up to a president to protect the Second Amendment or keep the Second Amendment. That responsibility lies on the people of the United States. A president shouldn't even be talking about it. If he wants to talk about it, he could talk about the true meaning of the Second Amendment, why it's there in the first place. It's not for hunting, Mr. President. It's for defending ourselves against tyrannical government. Get it right. You want more proof? Trump orders simpler path to genetically engineered food. GMOs. Haven't we been fighting GMOs all these years? It's a great video on YouTube by female YouTubers, put it together years ago. Awesome group of ladies. It's called Just Say No to GMO. I'll find that link and I'll put it below this link. Trump is all for GMOs. In fact, he's making it easier. And by the way, if you don't trust my links, they look kind of foreign to you, just Google this stuff. Search in your favorite search engine. Find your own damn links. President Trump wants to make it easier for genetically engineered plants and animals to enter the food supply. Yada yada, goes on and on. Do you support GMOs? Well, your president does. President Trump. Oh my God. This whole measles thing that happened up in New York where they forced vaccinating people and quarantining. The president used to hold a stance that vaccines linked to autism. Now he's saying Trump says parents must vaccinate children in face of measles outbreak. And you're like, well, this is from CNN and it's fake news. No, it's not. He said the shit. They have the video. Listen to it for yourself. It's not about CNN. It's about forced vaccinations. Look at the title. Look at the headline. Do you support that? If you do, get the hell off my channel because I don't want to know you. This is what you support. Supporting this man. Nice long article here talking about how he used to say autism and all this stuff. By the way, the fact that I'm talking to you about vaccines and, people are talking to you about flat earth and 9/11 was an inside job and Sandy hoax and all this. I've always said, all these years, enjoy this tool we have to communicate. We will not have it forever. Have you seen this? I'm sure you have. YouTube to delete thousands of accounts after it bans supremacists, conspiracy theorists, and other harmful users. You can go into this article. It's happening, people. Videos like this, they're not going to be around much longer. You can't turn on your camera and give your opinion against the narrative. You can't say, well, this is why vaccines are dangerous, or this is why I think the earth is flat, or this is why I think it was Sandy hoax. We know you can't say that one. They got rid of all that content. 9/11 was an inside job. Any 9/11 truth material, if you go into a YouTube search box and you put in 9/11 inside job, the only thing that comes up in the search algorithm is official sources. CNN, MSNBC, mainstream stuff. You got to dig deep if you want to find 9/11 truth on YouTube these days, and pretty soon you're not going to find it at all. Make no mistake. All that shit we talked about years ago, it's all happening. Naomi Wolf, the end of America. How society shut down and closed down. Little increments. And there's people out there that'll say, well, YouTube has the right to do this and that. Yeah, okay. But it's not just YouTube. It's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. It's everywhere on the internet who has a monopoly. Any social media monopoly. And you say, well, there are all alternatives. You can go to Gab, you can go to BitChute. But what happens when those sites start getting too big? Gab's already had their problems. They almost shut down. Payment processors now. GLP. I love GLP. I go there every day for my news. Well, Trinity lost PayPal months ago. Just now got a new payment processor, and who knows how long that'll be around. Because when your site becomes too big and too many people are listening to you, you're just eliminated. Look what they did to Alex Jones. And I don't care what your opinion is of Alex Jones. I don't want to hear it. Everyone has an opinion of Alex Jones. But it's not about Alex Jones. It's about shutting down free speech. Now, if one or two platforms took them away, you could say, well, they have the right to do that. That's their platform, whatever, their rules. But when the entire internet does it, when every single platform that he has to speak on, that's not enforcing their guidelines. Because he wasn't up here saying outlandish hatred shit. He's just raising questions. Well, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. Make no mistake, it's all being shut down. And after Operation Blackjack, after the smoke clears, when we're in a new America where there's no guns, watch the second season of Jericho if you don't know what I'm talking about. Just the first episode. I'll put links to that below. You will need a government-issued ID card to even access the internet. Oh, yes, you will. Because fake news and all this shit, everything that has happened over the past 10 years is all the construction of the New World Order. It's all tied together. Do you think the media hates Donald Trump? Do you think Donald Trump truly hates the media? Donald Trump is a professional entertainer. That's it. He's not a president. He has no power. He is there for your amusement. He is there to get you to say, "Make America great again." How can you be so blind as to what's happening? In my opinion, we're about to see the biggest false flag ever. It'll be blamed on North Korea, Iran, maybe China, Syria, definitely, that's a no-brainer. It'll be blamed on the Trump administration. Of course, he'll get what the New World Order promised him for his cooperation. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I realize I'm going on and on. I'll put all these links below. I'd really love your thoughts. Are we about to see this event? Because shit is popping off, man. Oh, yes, it is. Every day, the war drums louder and louder. Ships are being sunk. It's only going to take the main event, and then the whole country will stand up and say, nuke those assholes. Just like they did on 9/11. But, to quote George Bush, let us never tolerate outrageous conspiracy theories. All the links are below. Tell me what you think. Please rate the video. Please pass it around. Make people aware of all of this information. When this happens, it's not going to be who they blame it on. It's not going to be who they say did it. The CIA was meeting about Iran just before these tanker attacks. What do you think that was about? While you're distracted with the election coming up, all these rallies, make America great. Ooh, yeah, rah, go America. The New World Order is all going on in the background. Tell me what you think. Until the next one, you guys take care, stay safe, remain vigilant always. I'll see you on the next one.